Frank Costello, also known as the Prime Minister of the Underworld, was a notorious Italian-American gangster who rose to prominence during the Prohibition era. Costello was born in Italy in 1891 and immigrated to the United States as a child. He quickly became involved in organized crime and rose through the ranks to become one of the most powerful mob bosses in New York City. One of the key alliances that Frank Costello formed was with Charles Lucky Luciano, another influential figure in the New York Mafia. Luciano and Costello worked together to control various criminal activities, including bootlegging, gambling, and labor racketeering. Their partnership was crucial in establishing the modern structure of the Mafia, which emphasized cooperation and division of territories among different crime families. The alliance between Frank Costello and Lucky Luciano began in the early 1920s when both men were rising in the ranks of the New York Mafia. While working for the Morello gang, Costello met Lucky Luciano, the Sicilian leader of Manhattan's Lower East Side gang. The two Italians immediately became friends and partners. Several older members of Luciano's mob family disapproved of this growing partnership. They were mostly old-school mafiosi who were unwilling to work with anyone who was not Italian, and skeptical at best about working with non-Sicilians. To Luciano's shock, they warned him against working with Costello, whom they called the Dirty Calabrian. Along with Italian-American associates Vito Genovese and Tommy Three-Finger Brown Lucchese, and Jewish associates Meyer Lansky and Benjamin Bugsy Siegel, the gang became involved in robbery, theft, extortion, gambling, and narcotics. The Luciano-Costello-Lansky-Siegel alliance prospered even further with the passage of Prohibition in 1920. The gang went into bootlegging, backed by criminal financier Arnold the Brain Rothstein. The young Italian success let them make business deals with the leading Jewish and Irish criminals of the era, including Dutch Schultz, Auni the Killer Madden, and William Big Bill Dwyer. Rothstein became a mentor to Costello, Luciano, Lansky, and Siegel while they conducted bootlegging business with Bronx beer baron Schultz. In 1922, Costello, Luciano, and their closest Italian associates joined the Sicilian crime family led by Joe the Boss Masuria, a top Italian underworld crime boss. By 1924, Costello had become a close associate of Hell's Kitchen's Irish crime bosses Dwyer and Madden. He became involved in their rum-running operations, known as the Combine. This might have prompted him to change his last name to the Irish Costello. As their partnership grew, Costello and Luciano began to collaborate on a wider range of criminal enterprises, including gambling, labor racketeering, and political corruption. They divided territories among different crime families, effectively establishing a network of power and control that extended beyond New York City. Through their alliance, Costello and Luciano were able to navigate the complex and dangerous world of organized crime, outmaneuvering rival gangsters and law enforcement agencies. Their partnership was based on mutual respect, trust, and a shared vision for the future of the Mafia in the United States. Costello and Luciano's alliance helped solidify their control over the criminal underworld in New York City and beyond. It also allowed them to amass significant wealth and power, making them two of the most powerful mob bosses of their time. Despite facing numerous legal troubles throughout his career, including a conviction for tax evasion, Costello remained a powerful and influential figure in the Mafia until his death in 1973. Overall, the partnership between Frank Costello and Lucky Luciano was instrumental in shaping the course of organized crime in the United States. Their alliance laid the foundation for the modern American Mafia and showcased the importance of collaboration and strategic thinking in the world of organized crime.